You can hand an AI a pile of 1 million words, and inside its head it points straight at the one document that answers your question, 100% of the time. And then, out loud, it gives you that answer almost never.
Wait, it knows the answer and just doesn't say it?
That's the whole story, Eric. So here's a guess to hold on to. As the pile of documents grows, say from 500 up to 10,000, how much of the model's focus still lands on the right one? Pick a number, and tuck one odd little phrase in your back pocket. Joshua trees. It matters at the end.
Joshua trees. Why should I care whether an AI can read 1 million words at once?
Because every time an assistant searches your files, it doesn't actually read them. A separate little search tool grabs a few snippets and hands them over. This paper, out in July 2026, asks a simple thing. What if we delete that middleman and let the model read everything itself?
Okay, but everybody knows what happens with long documents. The AI gets overwhelmed. Too much to read, it loses the thread.
That's the belief. It's also wrong, and why it's wrong is the good part. The model never loses the thread. What breaks is arithmetic, a tiny bit of math that turns a perfect answer into noise. So, a team from Berkeley and UT Austin built a small model, tiny by today's standards. They tag every document with a random 4-digit code, drop thousands of them into its memory, ask a question, and the model just says the code of the right one.
And it worked?
Beautifully, until the pile hit 10,000 documents. About 1 million words. There, getting the answer right falls off a cliff to near zero. Obvious guess. It drowned. So they looked inside. Here's how the model pays attention. Picture a room full of voices, one per document, each calling out how relevant it thinks it is. The right document always shouts loudest. It wins every single matchup, even at 1 million words. But the model doesn't grab the loudest voice. It blends every voice together and listens to the average.
And with 500 voices, the loudest one basically is the average.
Right. But add 10,000 murmuring voices, each barely audible, and together they bury the one that's right. And here's the detail to hold on to. The room stays exactly as loud. The model's still talking at full confidence. It's just now saying the average of 10,000 wrong answers. So they measured both things in the same instant. Inside, does the right document win? 100% of the time, even at 1 million words. Out loud, does the model say it? 0.2%.
Hold on. The search in its head is perfect, and the answer coming out is basically zero?
Perfect aim, silent mouth. And your guess, Eric, the loudest voice's share of that blend? At 500 documents, 91%. At 10,000, 1%. Same winner, sliced into nothing.
So if it's just averaging math, can't you just fix the math?
That's exactly what they did. Remember, the room's still at full volume, so you don't fix the search, you fix the tally. One fix turns up the contrast, so the loudest voice cuts through the murmur, and the right amount grows with the crowd. Another just kicks most of the crowd out halfway through and keeps the promising few. Either one claws most of the lost answers back.
In the Joshua trees?
That's the win. There's a test built from little bios. Geneva likes quokkas, river otters, Joshua trees, soy sauce. And the question is just, who likes Joshua trees? The old search tool struggles because it has to crush each whole bio down to one point on a map, and no single point can hold every combination of likes. A model that reads the room just finds it. On that test, the little model beats the old tool about 3-1.
Though I'd flag one thing. That winning fix, kicking most of the crowd out first, that's just building a search step back inside the model. They set out to fire the middleman and rehired him one room over.
Fair, and they say so themselves. Still, the point holds. The failure was never the searching, it was the speaking.
So would you rather your AI read every word itself and maybe fumble the answer, or let a fast little tool skim a few snippets first and hope it grabbed the right ones?
If this untangled something for you, subscribe. One fresh AI paper made plain every week with a growing crowd of people who like this stuff.
Same numbers going in. So how does the right answer keep getting lost on the way out?